guys, so we're continuing with our volume series, I guess you would say now, or maybe a trilogy, because now we're on our third volume. It is going to get harder. It's fixing to get into surface area and nets and all that. Okay, so today we're doing volume of a sphere. So make sure that you have your calculator. Oops, sorry. Make sure you have your calculator and some scratch paper so we can write down the formula. It's a little bit different than probably what you're prepared for. You may know it, I don't know. All right, guys, so let's do about 3 examples, and then I'll let you loose to do your quizzes assignment, and it should be a super easy another 100. All right, so here we are. We got our beautiful sphere drawn. I should have been an artist. I'm missing my calling in life. I know. Okay, I'm trying to find a color that will show up good. Let me see. I guess I'll just go green. All right. So here we go. Here's our formula, though. Let's look at this. This is different than what we've seen. Okay, this is volume of a sphere. Okay, and a sphere is like a ball. Is 4/3 pi r cubed, or to the third power, however you want to say it. I say cubed, but I am a math major, so that's probably why. So again, all we're doing is plugging in numbers. This is super easy. Okay, so if we look at this, it's a little bit different because we're used to seeing the radius going across, right? Or, I mean, the diameter going all the way across, or the radius going this way. Well, right here, they have it right here, like kind of in a diagonal. But it is not cutting the entire sphere. So this is the radius. And I don't even have to change this number. I don't have to cut it in half or anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my numbers. So volume equals 4/3 pi times 40 cubed to the third power. Now, let's turn on our calculator. Let's do this thing. So we have, I'm going to put parentheses, 4 divided by 3, close parentheses. Then I'm going to do pi, which is second, and then this little arrow under the clear button. Okay, and then I'm going to put in 40, and then I'm actually going to hit that button underneath the clear that says clear, because that raises it to a power. Okay, so I'm raising it to the third power, and I'm pushing enter. And if you see what we got kind of a big number. We got 268,082. So we have 268,082 and 6/10. We're going to go to the nearest tenth again. Okay. All right. So that's pretty easy. We're going to do 2 more examples and then we're done. So why don't you make sure that you try to do these examples, especially the next 2, try to do them on your own. Pause my video, plug it in the calculator real quick, see if you get the right answer. If you get the right answer, you're doing it right. If not, we need to discuss this because today should be a super easy 100, okay? All right, so next one. This one actually does give us the diameter. So make sure that you're pausing and you're trying to do this on your own. Okay, so we have the diameter. I'm going to give you a second to hit pause or a space bar. All right, so they did give us a diameter, so I have to cut that in half. I know that 9 cut in half is 4.5. All right, so I'm just going to plug in my numbers. Volume equals 4/3 pi times 4.5 to the third power. Okay, so I'm just going to plug it in my calculator. Super easy. All right, so I'm going to do open parentheses, 4 divided by 3, close parentheses. Second, little arrow under clear, and 4.5, and I'm going to raise it, the little arrow button under clear, raise it to the third power, and you get 381.7. 381 and 7/10. And I guess that would be inches cubed. Okay? All right, guys. We have one more, and it's a little bit different. It's not going to be harder, but I really want you to try to do it on your own and see if you can get it right. Okay, so I do realize that this is not a very good drawing. And hold on, you can't see it very well on the screen. This is half of a sphere. So if we're talking about half of a sphere, let me make this a little bit thicker. If this is half of a sphere, what do you think we should do at the end? Yes, we should divide it in half. So we'll find the volume of an entire sphere and then divide it in half, okay? But we still need to like plug in. So basically this time we're going to do volume. I'm just going to rewrite this. 4/3 pi r cubed, not squared, cubed, divided by 2, because we're going to divide it in half. But I'm not going to plug it in the calculator like that. I'm going to wait to divide it by 2 at the very end. All right, so right here, they gave me the diameter. I need to half it, and I know the diameter is 34. Half of 34 is 17. All right, so I'm just going to plug in my numbers. 4/3 pi 17 cubed, and then I'm going to divide it in half, okay? So let's see. 4 divided by 3, close parentheses, second pi 17 to the third power. So I got 20,579.5. I need to divide that in half because that's an entire sphere and we're only talking about half of the sphere. And when I divide it in half, I get 10,289 and 8/10. And that's supposed to be comma. And I hope you got this. If you didn't get this, we need to have a little discussion before you start your assignment. If you got all these, no problem. Great job. You'll do fine on your quizzes. All right, guys.